Good afternoon, everybody joining us here on Randomania 4. Hope it is a wonderful Saturday afternoon for you. A short work week. Hopefully we get to have some fun with some Zelda 1 Randomizer. LadyPrismillon, Mad Bomber, each looking to make their win total a crooked number, trying to get to the 2-win mark. I'm Trenton, joined today by Jiggly Saint. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. This is setting up to be an interesting match. So if I understand correctly, this one's just for show, right?
This one's for pride, this one's for fun, this one is to finish on a strong note.
Exactly.
And a chance, in Mad Bomber's case, to improve on his last tournament performance. It took him most of the event last time to get his first win, so trying to one better his total from the last tournament.
So while we're waiting for these runners to get started, why don't we do a rundown of what the flags are for this particular tournament, for those who don't already know.
Go for it.
Okay, so this is the Pentaforce tournament, which means that instead of the usual 8 Triforce pieces, they are looking to only get 5 of them. And that's because you only need 5 pieces of the Triforce to access level 9. Now, the kicker is that level 9 could contain important items such as Power Bracelet, Recorder, the Raft. Most importantly, though, the Step Ladder could be in level 9, and of course, the Bow could be in level 9. So, and we have a start screen, and it looks like we are starting up near the coast by the Lost Hills push block. And now we're going to head over here to
be more central.
Yeah, well, that,
although any roads
is good, but it depends on where those any roads lead. Okay, we've got one to the grave, so that's actually quite nice. And we already have a level 6 here at the secret spot. And look, the forgotten spot. Now that's not quite as useful.
Large dungeon in level 6, but probably worth poking your head to a couple rooms just to see what's on the ground.
Okay, so it looks like Death Mountain and the grave, so not terrible. If there's anything really good up by those areas, then at least it's close enough to the start that they can get through. But other than that, the rest of Hyrule is going to be pretty far away, and they're going to have to do an awful lot of trekking in order to get there. So deaths in this
right by start, bombs on the ground for Lady P is going to mean a little more exploration.
And it appears as if, nope, that's definitely not going to be a ladder block. So the dungeons are vanilla shapes. And the big difference is that you can start anywhere along the outside perimeter of that map. And Mad Bomber is taking a death there by the Armo statue. And Prismillion's going to screen scroll over to this Armos and see. We are still looking for an item. It's not on this screen. Is it down here? Nope. That's just a money-making game.
That's a pretty handy place for it to be, actually. That's pretty near start. You could definitely take advantage if you wanted to.
If this turns out to be a poverty seat, then that money-making game might actually be worth it.
If I can get one or two screens away from start, I'm usually inclined to take advantage.
Alright, so as for that, we are 1 rupee above normal for the medium secrets. So that is actually fairly good news.
Checking these open cave locations to see if we can find a wood sword. There's also, of course, 2 of the Armos locations over here to maybe find an item.
Yep.
Ooh.
And Prismillion has bombs and is going to check out the traditional take any spot, which turns out to be level 3. So level 3 is actually pretty decent to find early on because there's going to be an item in a staircase. And, well, that's not a fun room.
No, but getting a key out of there is a good
result. Oh, wow, look
at
that,
point.
Level 8. We've already found 3 of our levels. And they're all close by to start.
That's pretty handy, and 2 of them very decent levels to find.
Well,
I love the idea of checking a couple rooms in the dungeons just to see what you can turn up with. For example, LadyPrismillon gets that key.
We got 107 as our large secret, so we're definitely not looking at a poverty seat today. And here we've got our first take any item location. Picking up that candle, that's going to come in handy.
That opens up quick exploration. The only thing I might have question about is having found that blue candle shop early, you could have potentially just needed a secret coin to pick up a candle instead of sacrificing your heart to get
True,
it.
but oh, here we go. We got 5 rupee bombs.
And Mad Bomber's got to be smiling broadly
Well,
right now, because if there's one thing he's going to love in a seed, it's cheap bombs.
A Mad Bomber is now going to be living up to his namesake. And there's a free heart there in level 8 that's loosely guarded by a Dodongo. Unfortunately, without a sword or, an additional bomb, you're not going to be able to check out those rooms up and to the right. And Mad Bomber finds another take any location.
This one will definitely be the hard pickup.
Prismillon is probably going to check out here to the right, and probably going to come back with the proper sword afterwards. Oh no, oh no.
Who gave the Landmolas a quintuple espresso? Thought we had this talk already.
Yes. Level 8 is infested with a squiggle of danger noodles.
That just goes to show what having any weapon can do. Mad Bomber clears out a bunch of stuff in one hit.
Yep. Checking out these coast areas. There's a potion shop. They are going to be on the lookout for a white sword item. We don't know what that is yet, but they have a shot of picking it up. And did we catch what that door repair charge is?
He was in the 30s, so it wasn't more than 9.
Now, one other thing to note is you notice that everybody, whether it's door repair or not, and here's level 2, they're all saying, Kupo? And what that is that means that everybody in Hyrule is going to say the exact same thing until a certain item is found. And that's one of the other important things about this tournament, is that the magic book actually has an additional property. It's going to act as a translator. And while it might not be necessary to know what the door repair charge message is, it's going to be absolutely excellent, almost crucial to find out what those hints are. You've seen those hint shops, and, they're all going to say the same thing, whether or not, you pay for them. Which one you pay for. So that book is going to help out quite a bit. Now, I don't know if we saw a coast item yet.
I don't think we did. Mad Bomber went the other direction. He did find level 2, which I really wouldn't have minded some exploration there. It's a floor drop dungeon, so you can potentially find an item.
So the coast item is our red candle. So good news is that they don't really need that. They already have a blue candle, and unless they want that combat advantage, then they're probably not going to come back for it. And besides, that is locked behind the ladder, and the ladder is one of the more desirables. Yet, in this particular tournament, not always absolutely required. And then, of course, sometimes it's not required until the very end when, Zelda is locked behind a moat room.
That's just evil. Now Mad Bomber has some money. But still no sword. We are through about a third of the world, really.
Well, we haven't made our way down to the start area yet. We've only dug out most of the coast area. We've been digging out some of the, the woods, but we haven't made our way over to start, and we haven't made our way over to the Dead Woods. And, that's not even counting Death Mountain and the Grave area. So there's still a lot left, and there's already, now that's like 4 dungeons they found. So we have 8, 6, 2, and 3. So that's already 4 of the 9 dungeons required to look, and
I wonder if one of the runners will take advantage of the any road to go over to Death Mountain and get those locations checked pretty fast.
Yeah, getting Death Mountain done out out of the way, especially this early.
Well, I'm looking at 1, the Armos item is over there, and 2, you've got a couple open caves that could potentially have that wood sword, plus the grave.
Yeah, and the grave itself, more often than not, the grave tends to have something nice in it. And one of the interesting things about this randomizer is that the gravestone is the only location in the game where, you can receive a hint that says, a feat of strength. And we have an 18 rupee small secret, so we're going to be rolling in dough this seed.
Plenty of money. This should be our Armos item location.
And, well, actually, there is one more Armos location. And
that was it. Is either the arrows or the wand, I think.
Well, we'll find out in a moment.
See. It looked skinny and blue, but it was only there for a flash.
Yeah. See, the problem is that you'd love to be able to stand away from the Armos for just a second, but those Armos, especially with like only half a heart, you do not want to get hit by the Armos just, before getting the item. And here we go. I was right. Our grave does have our wood sword. And like I was saying, though, this is the only screen where a feat of strength does not require the power bracelet. So any other time in this, when they find the book, if they get a message that says a feat of strength will lead to something, then that means the power bracelet will be required.
Looks like Lady P is going to go for the world wrap at this point.
Oh no, the world without the ladder? That's not possible. Is it? No.
Well, no, just a quick trip to the Deadwoods. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. And well done on the routing. Just usually when you see people go to that screen, they're going for the world wrap.
If you go for if she goes for the world wrap right now, she's going to be soft locked.
I have to figure that was not the wand, or LadyPrismillon would already be using it. But Fine's
level
level 9 here
yeah.
in Lost Woods. Great find. Can't use it yet, but it's always good to know where it is.
So then that was definitely the silver arrows. So that's actually really good. That's one of the pieces of the puzzle necessary in order to complete the seed. So the seed is not actually very being very kind to them. Which, begs the question, what's actually in store? Because we still need that bow. And, that bow could be locked. Well, with 5 of the 9 dungeons already located, one of the items would absolutely have to be under a raft spot or a power bracelet spot in order for any of this seed to, start to troll them.
Yeah, we haven't seen much dungeon exploration because neither of these runners had a weapon. Lady P has the weapon, but I think very wisely checking this side of the world before
there's the magic sword.
Restarting back to the start to get to those dungeons.
Yep. If Lady P wants a chance at getting the Master Sword, she is going to need to find all 3 Oh, wait, that's the wrong game. Sorry.
You need a lot of hearts.
Yeah, you're going to need between 10 and 14 hearts in order to pick that one up. And most players, most great players are most likely never going to get that much health. But you never know, because if they run into all that extra health, or if they actually seek out that extra health, that sword might come into play. The only real problem is that sword is far, far, far away from start. Oh dear, okay. That's going to top off Lady P's wallet.
Not a bad thing. Actually, there was a blue ring shop here in the Lost Woods. That could be a pickup to put that money to good use. Yes, and you're not coming back to that spot.
No, you're not coming back. And besides, there should be one more large secret, out in this world.
And confirmed that was the silver arrows as the Armos item we still have Lady Prismillion's inventory.
And Lady P's going to pick up that blue ring. So, probably not the worst thing at the moment. You still don't know what dungeons contain what. And that red ring could be all the way in level 9. It could also be in a dungeon that you may never have to dig, like level 7.
And besides, you'd pay 250 rupees for the red ring every time. So even if that's
you
next
would.
Item.
Same with same with the silver arrows. Yeah, you'd pay that money if it meant getting the better one shortly thereafter.
A little trouble getting past those Armos, but
and here we've got level 1 under the Armos statue. This is the Armos area that in level 1 has the blue ring, and in the first quest, should I say, in the second quest it contains level 2. which is actually level 3 in the game itself proper. But the game does a nice little shuffling around. One of the really interesting things to note is that between first and second quest, and this is just a bit of a tangent, all of the same levels are actually near each other. So like the same value that's responsible for level 8 in the level 8 spot in the first quest is the exact same value for level 7 in the second quest.
Mad Bomber's located level 5 on Candle Row.
Yeah.
Not the best dungeon to go through, but...
Well, level 5 is when things start to
all
get
the
a little
dungeons
dicey
now?
because you've got that transport staircase. Oh, look at... Oh, wow, Mad Bomber tries to pick up... Oh, hey, we've got sync boomerangs. And Lady P is making the wiser of the two decisions of picking up what we love to call Lord Banana.
The magic boomerang gets a bad rap, but when you have no boomerang, the ability to stun enemies gets a little underrated, and the ability to pick things up on the other side of a moat is valuable, especially when that's bombs and you need them.
Yeah, but the downside is that you've got the cursed boomerang. The big difference between Lord Banana and the blue boomerang is that with Lord Banana, you're throwing it with skill and precision to bop those enemies and stun it. With the cursed boomerang, you're trying to get rid of that thing, so you're throwing it as hard as you can, and that thing keeps coming back no matter what you do. It's like a cursed object from Dungeons and Dragons.
Those fires are a little nasty, surviving through a bomb hit, but when they turn
Yeah.
into bats, 0 HP and the boomerang's taking care of
Yeah,
business.
they're not going to be a source of bombs. That eliminates a source of bombs from the potential pool. Here, Lady P is going to attempt to beat up this blue Wizrobe with nothing but a wooden... Ouch.
Already found the floor item, so this is a look for Triforce.
Did we find...
Or key.
keys. Did we find our chamber item?
We've not found the staircase, but we found the wood boomerang on the ground.
There's the compass. And we've got a level 4 sighting here with Mad Bomber.
Think we have them all now?
I believe we still haven't found level 7. Lady P is going to ignore that solitary rupee.
You are right, but then again, who misses level 7?
That's true. At first I was thinking, hey, level 7's not all that bad, but then I realized that one of the biggest problems with level 7 is level 8 has 2 items, and while level 8 is maybe the more difficult of the levels, it actually is quite centralized. It has one gigantic column that may or may not be just completely free to walk through. It's got the one central column that, branches off, whereas level 7 is twisting and turning and winding and all sorts of evil.
Lady P still looking for the staircase in this level 1.
It's not going to be here, obviously, but,
bombs.
The extra bombs are definitely going to... Well, the Wizrobes will be, go down in a bomb shot, so that's not terrible.
You don't want to spend too many bombs killing Wizrobes, but it's certainly helpful when you can get a whole bunch at once.
And that's right, the Rupee boss did in fact have a key. She's going to go ahead here and check out the Triforce.
What a room.
Yeah, not exactly a nice room to see. The only saving grace are those bubbles.
Stages, this room would
there we go.
Clock.
Perfect. Yes, clutch clock.
When we get into bracket flags, this kind of room is going to be even worse because we're going to have second quest enemies.
Yep.
The bubbles that'll just take your sword until you find either the blue or a Triforce.
And with that particular room, there's going to be one. It's going to be at least one room like that is going to have a push block. That's going to lead to a staircase.
This is a
And
bad
what have we
dungeon to
got
be
here?
without
We
keys.
have a hint. Still on the hunt for that item room. Is it up here? Not at the moment. Is it here? It is right here. And a very simple room too. And Lady P's going to block clip in, and we have our bow. Okay.
First of all, yay. Second of all, Fred.
And third of all, that just means that Lady P is in, right now, Triforce in Go mode. Just needs to find, 5 pieces of the triangle. And of course, the ladder wouldn't help either, but at that point in time, you're either going to find that looking for, going back to levels, or you're just going to go check level 9. But
even silver arrow's not enough to kill the Vires. That really
nope.
stinks.
Well, if the bombs won't take them down, the silver arrows won't either. I think at that point the only thing that will ever take down a Vire with that many HP is if you use a combination of the magic sword and the wand.
Really early bones and silvers, but that doesn't always decide everything. We saw that in Erases, level 1 Triforce for LadyPrismillon.
Yep.
X-Ice Blue wins despite his opponent having bow and silvers within the first 10 minutes.
Well, I've seen a race where, one racer was able to get the red ring and white sword, and the other player was able to, persistently, attempt to kill Ganon, with, with the, green tunic and everything, and still managed to win that game. Because so sometimes persistence pays off, and other times being prepared is the better move.
You always have to make sure you have the resources you need.
Yep.
Mad Bomber had enough money for a blue ring, but then found a door repair charge.
Didn't Mad Bomber already pick? Oh, I thought
Starting
Mad Bomber
was blue, so
yeah, I thought Mad Bomber already picked up a blue ring.
There's no way he had 200 rupees again already after picking one up.
So does that mean they started with the?
They did start with the blue tunic.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is one option that you can definitely do with this, is that you can pick your tunic colors. So sometimes the tunics, you can make the tunic start, blue tunic, or you can make it start with the red tunic. And of course, you don't actually start with those particular powers, you just start with those colors.
Yeah, you can also use some of the different enemy sprites. Outposts is one, Dark Nuts one. There's other examples as well.
And then, of course, some racers have their own custom sprite sheets. So they don't affect the game in any other way than just purely cosmetic. But some of them put a lot of effort into, making their sprite sheets look, pretty good.
Mad Bomber has found level 1, but still has not found that wood sword, and that's really holding him back right now. He doesn't want to explore these dungeons without it.
Now the good news is, though, is that if they were able to get the bow, they would at least have a weapon. The bad news is, though, well, getting to that bow would be kind of a pain.
Yeah, right now, Mad Bomber just needs to find his way to Death Mountain, and it's a question for him of how long that takes. The good news is it shouldn't take that long to get silvers and bow once he's up there, because he'll find his way back to level 1. That's certainly one of the ones you'd go to as soon as you could.
Yeah. At this point in time, though, actually, at this point in time, I kind of wonder if the book actually really has any particular value, because we already know where, the 2 pieces. I guess the only thing you really need is that you only really need the book for is to find out whether or not where the location of the ladder is, and then of course the hints in level 9 that tell you where both Zelda and Ganon are.
Yeah, at this point, it would definitely be a luxury if it could tell you where the ladder was. I think if I found myself in this situation, I wouldn't be looking for it. I'd just take it if I found it until proven that I need it.
Now, there is one other thing that we might not have considered. This seed might have, be very key-starved, and, even though there's lots of money available here, if they use up all that money and there's still key blocks, then, a magic key would actually not be out of the question. Last night I called a race where the winning move was actually to follow a gigantic fetch quest just to get that magic key that was necessary to finish off exploring level 9.
Now Mad Bomber has his blue ring, so the runners speed up defensively, and hopefully that creates a little more opportunity to explore the world now.
Yeah. But of course, they need to make their way up to the grave in order to pick up that wooden sword.
About to find level 9.
Yep, there's level 9.
So the world exploration for finding dungeons is pretty even between these two runners. Just the biggest thing is LadyPrismillon found the armos item is the silvers, and the white sword was at the grave. So that's what's paid off for Lady P so far, and also given the one Triforce lead. Still doing overworld exploration's kind of interesting to me. I thought you'd just go straight for the levels you knew, get some Triforces, and see if you can't get into 9.
Yeah. And there we go. madbomberxx has their wooden sword, and Lady P is in level 4, probably going to try and first got to figure out where in level 4 she is. Gonna go out and probably go over to the right. Yeah, there we go. And that wall opens using the pirouette trick. And if she remembers her level 4, yep, you can bomb down here.
Nice enemy set in this dungeon. Hopefully some keys come out of here as well.
Now look at that, a heart container right off the bat.
Using the silver arrows because they do deal significantly more damage than the wood sword. Plus they have the range advantage. And that key is going to be a welcome sight.
Yep. The only thing with the the one with the silver arrows is you do need to watch your rupee count because, of course, each silver arrow takes 1 rupee to use. And here we've got a manhandler.
Yeah, that's where I'm just hoping he doesn't have the Triforce and let me look elsewhere in the dungeon.
Yeah, this dungeon here is actually looking pretty tame so far.
Yeah, that's really the worst thing we've seen.
Yes, I know that.
Well, now we're about to find out where the Triforce is. And Manhandle is not guarding it, unless there's another one.
Yep, that is a relief. But we do have land molas in level 4, so Lady P is going to take down the Lazy Linguini and be rewarded with a bomb that she does not need at the moment. Going to pick it up after we're using it in the north here, and we are going to go up here, and there's a Gleeok.
Yeah, but not doing a very effective job of guarding.
And we've got bunnies. We have bunnies. And a ladder block.
Yeah, Lady P could have
And
killed
another ladder block. Oh my.
You might actually go in and out of that room, see if you can get the key to shuffle to the T.
Yeah, but otherwise, the rest of this level is going to be ladder blocked.
You could still check for a bomb wall below here.
No, because both of those rooms are ladder blocked.
Oh, here it's actually a key, not a bomb.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you can hear, but for the remainder of the dungeon, unless the dungeon item is in its vanilla location, or vanilla spot in the map, then it's probably likely that item is blocked. Lady P has no keys, so she's not going to be able to check that door.
Yeah, not unreasonable to leave. It's a short enough dungeon that if you got to come back for that Triforce with the ladder, you know you're going to be able to get it fast.
Yep, and both runners enter level 2 at the same time. So in level 2, there is a floor drop. Oh, well, there is a floor drop, and it is the ladder.
That's not just a floor drop, that's the floor drop.
Yeah, now there's like absolutely nothing now that is going to stop any of these runners from completing this seed. The only thing that could ever be, well, actually no, because like I said, we know the location of at least 5 of our dungeons, right?
Oh, much more than that. The only one we're missing is 7.
Yeah, so that means that they can get 7 out of the 8 Triforces.
Triforce out of 2 for Mad Bomber.
There we go. So that's putting them up to 1.
Distinction right now is that LadyPrismillon picked up the bow out of level 1.
Right.
Mad Bomber still needs to get back there.
Right. But you know what, though? They're probably going to go check out level 1 anyway because it is a short dungeon. And, given the choice between having to do, level 1 or level 7, you're going to make that choice to go back to those earlier levels.
Mad Bomber has the ladder coming into level 4, which should work out to let him see the item. Although, coming in with no keys could be rough. LadyPrismillon came in with a key and still wasn't able to full clear this dungeon.
Oh, look at that. We've got beefy manhandlers.
That is a full-on troll handle on.
Yes.
Did Lady P? I gotta figure still looking for Triforce. Bomber found it quick. Or also could be fishing for more keys, but then you just...
okay, I see the problem. Yeah, you need more keys. Yeah, unfortunately, Lady P does not have enough for that bomb upgrade. But I think this was the Triforce room, though. Just have to beat the snakes, and there it is. So Lady P is on the board with 2 Triforce pieces.
Two to 1 advantage there, but still, biggest question remains on the board. When will Mad Bomber get to level 1 and get the bow?
Well, the tracker says that he doesn't have the Triforce from level 1, so that's good though.
Yeah, he did not get Triforce at any dungeon before getting the wood sword.
Right. Now, of course, that could be if they get distracted with, say, level 6 or level 5 or level 8.
But we know where so many dungeons are that it just makes sense you go for the quick ones. And this is on path to go to 1.
Now, I'm going to say, here is the good news. The good news is that any item that they come across in the dungeon is going to be useful in some capacity. The best items and the necessity items have already been found. None of the other blocks items have been found, but it's probably more likely that if it is not one of the items such as the power bracelet or the recorder or the raft, then it is going to be one of the best quality of life upgrades such as the white sword or the magic key and of course the book. The heart container is also still outstanding, so...
The raft would be your worst find at this point. What we have seen is that the white sword item was the magic boomerang, the armless item was the silvers, Coast has the red candle, level 1 gave us the wood boomerang and the bow, level 2 has the ladder.
Yep, and we are going to check out and see what's in level 8. And there's an easy Triforce. Now remember, there's definitely been a lack of keys in this seed, so that magic key could really, really, really come into play.
Lady P even purchased a key and is still back to 0. That goes to show how key-starved this seed has been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that room. That's actually a terrible place. But with the blue ring, though, at least Lady P has a fighting chance.
Yeah, why is he just being a little patient, getting them into another spot? Now they're going circles and it helps.
Yeah, there we go. That's
beautiful.
And rewarded with a map.
Not that great in shapes.
Well, you know what?
It's great in shapes. It's not great in...
Well, here's the thing, though. Even if... Oh, hey, look. I think we found where our transport staircase leads to. So with 5 rooms down there, I would say that transport staircase will probably be, factoring things. But right now, Lady P is looking for more keys. Those bubbles do not help.
Really hurting for it.
It only gets rewarded with 5 rupees.
Mad Bomber seeing these buyers not friendly at all.
Yeah.
See, that's the power of the boomerang right there.
Yeah, but that's... Oh yeah, but that's right. Wait, that's right. Mad Bomber tried to get the blue boomerang and failed. Or succeeded. Depends on your outlook. Look, I used to be a Magic Boomerang fan. You know, I used to be like, oh, 100%, that's awesome. And then let me tell you a little something called Bananaism.
Level 8 has the raft as its first item, and Mad Bomber's at a level 1 with no keys and no bow.
No.
Well, remember when I said that gambling game right near start was close enough you could take advantage of it if you had to? I'm
Yeah,
starting to think we might need to.
yeah, that would definitely come into play. And look, there's an easy heart container in level 3. I don't know if we already saw that on Lady P's end.
Possible this was explored without a sword early on.
Yeah, I don't think we ever saw the item that was in 3. And look at that. Oh, there's a key. At least that's good. And Mad Bomber's... Well... Ooh.
You may try to ladder clip here, but you want to take out that whiz rope first.
It looks like those ropes, shuffled to 0 HP if they're being taken down by that boomerang.
Okay, you got the whiz rope.
Yeah, I'm probably going to check and see if I can get that like to spawn. Okay, that's somewhat okay. Gonna try... Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh,
That's
killing
gonna
anything
do
with
it,
a
and
shutter door.
door to the right opens.
It needs the compass,
There's the compass, so that's...
which should be the beeline. Well, actually, no, not for Mad Bomber, because he does not have the bow and does not know it's in one.
True. Oh, are you going to use that key to go right, or are you going to go left? Yeah, there we go.
I think you really have to try and come out of dungeons with keys right now.
Oh, there is a key. Well, there's also a lot of whiz robes.
But it
Here's an
also
easy
wouldn't
room.
hurt to check the room one east of you here, find out if there is an item staircase there.
Okay, there's that Triforce. And just some old arms.
Easy kill, maybe you get another key.
Yeah.
I always thought this was a fun enemy that was underused in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be touted as a mini boss, kind of. But it does. You know, if you beefed it up a little bit, it could be an interesting boss. Maybe make it faster. Could you imagine Moldarms with the speed of a Blue Land Mola?
That would be something. LadyPrismillon gets the Triforce 36 minutes in.
Oh, you haven't
Third.
seen Zelda if you haven't seen a broken Patra. Nope, not going to be able to bomb that way. Picking up that Triforce, that will be Mad Bomber's third. So they are actually no. Lady P already has 4 and is about to get her 5th Triforce piece.
Does Mad
Now the
Mad
big
Bomber
question
gonna spend
is
more
that
time
if,
in this 3. It's a short dungeon. It kind of makes sense if you're going to invest in looking to look here.
now I don't know if Lady P is comfortable with stun locks. But if she can get a good stun lock on Ganon, then she might not be able to need, things such as the red ring or the white sword. But of course, that magic key would be the best thing. In fact, that magic key could either be here in 3 or it could be here in 4.
Wolfman doing a great job today as our tracker and restreamer. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yep.
Thank you. There's a key. You can leave here with 3 keys. Boy, level 1's got to look a little bit convincing to go back to.
Lady P gonna try and block, try and ladder clip?
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. This is Lady P with the 3 keys.
Yes.
Who's already cleared one.
And it looks
Bomber's
like we
got-
found another Chevy room here in level 3.
Yeah, fiver.
Okay, looks like Lady P gets the the ladder clip. So now she's up at the top of the dungeon. And we're still looking for both that piece of Triforce and our item room. And let's see what's in the Eye of the Snake, and it is our item.
Alright, not the friendliest room to get through.
Yeah, but with silver arrows, it's a lot easier.
This is true. It's just a little bit too busy, probably, to block clip, but Lady P
Possibly.
killed a couple,
And
got the wand.
Yeah, we got our wand. Now, right now, because the book has not been picked up, that wand is a bit more useful because you'll be able to use it. You can use it as both a projectile to, defeat certain enemies, but then you can also use it as a sword that does white sword damage on enemies such as these pulse voices that are otherwise immune to beams. And, oh, shoot.
Well, let's find out where the Triforce spawns first.
Let me guess, it's right here.
Yeah.
I called it! I'm 3 for 3 on shoot room Triforce drops.
We had the compass and knew it was in the room. It was a question of where was it going to actually drop?
It always drops in the center. I'm pretty sure. The only other time that you're going to see a Triforce on any of the other sides is if it's a standing room item and a like a Gibdo or a Stelphos has it, and they spawn on the left or right side. And of course, if you go back in the room without picking it up from one of those sides, it will appear in the middle just like that. And the same also goes for the circular moat rooms too. You can get the Triforce out of one of those rooms if the item on the floor is swallowed up by an enemy, but otherwise it's ladder blocked.
Been a steady game for Lady P. Go mode.
Go
5
mode.
Triforces, and the trek to 9 is on.
But with 3 keys, though, unless the magic key is somewhere in level 9, it's going to prove to be rather taxing. I would not be surprised if, she either makes a, hasn't checked, Candle Row here. And here's level 5, but are you going to dig level 5? She's going to try and dig level 5. At this point in time, unless you, like, the only thing with level 5 is, it's... Oh, but here we go. Level 3 does, in fact, have our white sword.
Well, a little bit of combat advantage for...
Are you gonna pick that up? Yes, good girl. You're not gonna pick that one up.
Bomber be able to do more damage with the sword, but I'd still say Lady P actually has the combat advantage with the wand.
True. But that advantage could easily be taken away with the book. But at this point in time, really, you're only going to want that book to find out where... You're only going to find out where Ganon and Zelda are.
I can only think that Lady P is looking for the letter at this point.
Yeah.
Definitely found 9 earlier.
Yeah, 9 was... Oh, yeah. Wait, what was... No. Oh, wait. Where is
the
9?
Lost Woods? Lady P was the first to get there. This is a rough screen. A little RNG finally goes Lady P's way. If we get past that.
And here, Mad Bomber is going back into level 6. This might be a good play. If Mad Bomber can dig out the red ring, which may be in here, may not be, we don't know yet.
Only the 1 key. I wonder if that's the reluctance in going back to 1. This was close, so I don't mind checking a couple rooms in here, but I really don't want to see a runner invest a lot of time in 6 unless
don't waste your bombs. Oh, you're going to waste your bombs. This is the, in the vanilla game, that is the room that has a hint. It's also an area where you have to choose whether or not you want to actually, open that door, open the way to the rest of the dungeon, so... And we got Wall Masters here in level 6.
42 minutes. LadyPrismillon is into level 9. Has the bow, has the silvers, has the ladder.
Has
Do
4
you have
keys,
enough keys with 4?
Yeah, that that might, considering that all her keys might actually be here in level 9, I'd say she's in pretty decent shape. Now, I don't think I saw her pick up a potion.
No, the letter was not found. I thought that might be what Lady P was looking for.
Yeah.
Never located it.
And
madbomberxx
madbomberxx
along the way, trying to find that letter.
Yep.
Very smart routing, in my opinion. It gives you a chance to find it instead of no chance to find it, which is an infinite improvement.
Judging by what we've seen so far, I would think that the letter would actually be all the way up on Death Mountain. And we haven't even checked, vanilla level 9. Oh, and Mad Bomber takes a death from these blue dark nuts in the reverse C room, which could have her item.
Hope you can get back to it quickly. Maybe take another shot at it.
Yep.
On the other hand, might be a sign it's time to get out of level 6. It's just,
maybe.
For Mad Bomber, we have to remember he does not know or have a clue right now where that bow is. So he's looking at every potential dungeon as being a spot.
Depending on how difficult it is to find this Ganon, and of course how we're going to be able to find out where this Ganon's located is the walls in this dungeon are made out of paper mache, but not not the bombable kind, but instead the insulation is really poor. So you're going to be able to hear Ganon through in a room that is adjacent.
2 hits of the white sword to take out these dark nuts. We have the book in 9. I actually wouldn't pick it up, but Lady P is going
good.
to.
And let's see what is here. It is the power bracelet, and we know the power bracelet is not going to be useful in this seed. So I would say that the advantage has definitely gone back to Lady P.
The only thing the power bracelet could lead to at this point is 7. The only way it could be useful is if 7 has the magic key.
That's true. And like I said, last night there was a seed, and that was an interesting one because both of them had to do a fetch quest just to get that magic key.
Well, Lady P also found the compass, which far more important than the book will tell you where the kidnapped awaits. Ganon will be heard from in adjacent rooms. That's why I didn't think the book was that important. Plus, now you gotta deal with the fire. I mean, early seed or even late game where those hints can still come into play, I'm all for taking the book, but this is one where I think it actually would have made sense to leave it be.
Well, it all depends on how soon she's going to run into that Ganon hint. It could be right here. It's not. It's just an empty room. And the other thing
now you know the path to Zelda.
Yeah. Now that's right. Zelda's one room down. But there is one other thing we haven't talked about yet, is that any of those hit rooms could be swallowed up by either a mugger room, which we haven't seen yet, or the bait block, which we also haven't seen.
It can also be a non-useful hint, such as where the compass is, since we already have that.
Yep.
It can be one that says the silvers lie elsewhere.
The kidnap guards the compass, but in this case, we already know where the compass is, so...
So in this situation, LadyPrismillon needs to cover as much ground in this dungeon as possible. You're just interested in getting from room to room to room, covering as much area as possible instead of a thorough search. But right now, you see all that exploration is close to each other. That also means you've got 3 columns worth of exploration done. The one you were in, and the 2 to each side.
Yeah. And over here on Mad Bomber's side, we have the passageway. And it leads down here. Nope. Doesn't lead very far. And it looks like our second item in level 9 is the heart container. So, from that information, we can extrapolate that. Did we find the item in level 4?
4 was the wand. We don't have 5 or 7.
Okay, so we don't have 5 or 7. So what that means, and of course our outstanding items is the red ring and the magic key. So that means 7, 5 and 7. Oh yeah, that's right. The recorder's also missing.
The recorder and magic key would be the missing items.
Okay, and we didn't
and
see
1 out of 8.
Yeah, the 1 out of 8. So 8, so 7, so 5, 7, and 8. are the 3 items that are missing. One of them useful, the other one's not useful. But as for item rundowns, we know that level 1 contained the boomerang and the bow, which is vanilla. Level 2 had the ladder. Level 3 had our white sword. 4 was, our wand. So 5 we don't know. 6 had our power bracelet. 7 we don't know. We don't even know where it's located. There's a mugger room.
Commentator's curse. I'd just like to point out I'm not responsible for that one.
Well, neither of us are responsible because we
for it.
Believe me, if I had the power to manifest another mugger room, if I had the power to manifest these kind of evil things, do you think I'd be wasting it on Zelda 1 Randomizer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not that mean.
Alright, Lady P, still looking for Ganon. The room went dark, but that wasn't the room.
Yep, it's also worth knowing that in vanilla shapes, there is still dark rooms. With other shapes, that dark rooms don't exist unless it's Ganon's room. So it can be a bit of a freak out.
I wonder if Lady P, I don't have audio. I wonder if Lady P hears Ganon in that room. Because that was spent bombs to try and explore there, so it makes me wonder.
Yeah, good question, but it looks like she is out of keys and about to get one, so that's good at least. You can bomb down here. Careful with this Patra. Just sneak around it and grab that key.
So valuable right now.
And hey, look, we found a dig dogger. Now that leads to an interesting thing, Mad Bomber could be checking out level 6 only to find out that it is recorder blocked, the Triforce.
Lady P continues this exploration of 9, a little trouble getting to the middle of the dungeon to explore.
Yep. I would say that at this point in time, I am going to guess that our Ganon hint was in fact swallowed up by one of those mugger rooms.
Well, there's a 2/3 chance out of 4 hints, so whatever that math works out to be.
It usually works out that that is indeed the case, unless of course the randomizer is out to prove me wrong.
This 9, though, is not exploration friendly.
No. But I've seen worse level 9s, for sure. I mean, the combat here does not appear to be terrible.
No, but Lady P cannot find a bomb wall with it's not even key blocks that I've particularly seen. It's just a question of we haven't found the right transport staircases.
Oh, shoot. Oh, hey. Oh, no, that can't be. There's our Triforce room over there in the corner.
Yeah,
oh, no, if only you had a bow.
And not much you can do on that room.
No.
Mad Bomber side, but just...
Nope, can't
really
bomb north. Can't bomb west.
Lady P still trying to find a path that opens up the rest of this dungeon. Finally, a bomb wall.
Something. That leads to a locked door. I'm gonna take down these enemies in hope of getting another key. Nothing. You gonna use it?
I think you have to. That's too much dungeon unexplored down that way.
Gonna check out... Yeah.
The way I view it, when you only have that one key, you want to open up as much of a direction as you can. So if that locked door were in the north and there was only one room above you, that's all you're unlocking. I don't want to spend it. But if it opens so much of the dungeon as this one did, that's when I like to spend it.
Okay, and it looks like we have a vanilla bomb capacity upgrade for, what was that, 107 rupees?
We have Ganon.
Ganon, but no key. Uh-oh.
Is it bomb accessible?
Nope.
Wow. Well, there's a bomb wall.
But it's not
Exploration
Ganon.
continues. That's going to be another path to Zelda's room. This is going to be a quick finish, but...
That is if,
off,
Lady P can find that key.
This was not a money-starved seed, but it sure was a key-starved seed.
Well, it just goes to show you that the resource management comes in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's keys, sometimes it's bombs.
Pan calling for the Kanana key. You can get through locked doors in some situations, but not every runner is going to be comfortable doing that on the fly. I've never attempted it personally.
I have. It's actually not as difficult as you think. The only thing you have to make sure you do is defeat that enemy. And of course, how that particular trick works is if a room contains a shutter door and a locked door, what you can do is you can push against that locked door while defeating your last enemy, and you will actually phase through that locked door. And that will allow you to, and if you come back into the room, the door will remain open.
And a good point that it wouldn't have worked in that room because it's Zelda's room that was
Yeah.
the shutter door, so it wouldn't have opened for the Kanana.
Yeah, that's a shutter door that you can't do it on because the shutter door is either not going to open or is going to open.
We should actually have a key shop here pretty close, which is what I think Lady P is doing now.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
certainly nothing wrong with going out and buying a key instead of pushing through rooms trying to find a drop.
But sometimes you just have to, cut your losses and just go and do the thing that you don't want to do. But 85 rupees for a key, that's actually not bad.
It is a bargain price if it wins you a match.
That's true.
So Lady P knows the path to Ganon, knows how to get from Zelda, just needed one key to make it happen. Now that, plus full life. No potion, but a blue ring and a good number of hearts.
Yep.
17 arrows in the quiver.
Now, Lady P's got to watch their, rupee count, because the last thing you want to do is get to Ganon, defeat Ganon, and then, find out that you don't have a single rupee. Or, what's worse is if you had 1 rupee left and you missed.
That would be unfortunate.
That would be an interesting way to lose a match.
So looking at this, it seems the path may not have been all that bad. Well, no, this doesn't connect.
Yeah.
It was a magic staircase situation, but where was the staircase?
Well, it looked like if you go north and then to the right and then north again.
I don't think that connected, or maybe it was out of bombs earlier.
Maybe.
Triforce had a 6 for Mad Bomber.
Okay, finally finding that Triforce. But that might have been a costly diversion.
Yes, it's been 21 minutes since his last Triforce, and that just was the wrong dungeon, unfortunately, to spend time in. He really needs to be back in level 1 and get the bow.
Yeah. But that's what happens sometimes, is some of the racers can get tunnel vision and concentrate on, for example, checking areas that they don't know what the item is yet versus going back over old ground that they might have missed.
Alright, this should be the Ganon's room.
It's not Ganon's room.
Oh my. But
There's a key.
Bomb to the left. It's gotta be one north northwest of where you are. It doesn't bomb! Wow!
Oh, what have we got here? Nope. Can't bomb that way.
And here we thought we had it all figured out.
Oh, that's why
The
they
game
call.
says, haha!
That's why they call level 9 the Great Equalizer.
It should be one south of this room.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Here's Ganon.
Ganon. It's gonna take at least 16 or so slashes with the white wooden sword in order to take down this pig. Let's see if she can get the stun lock. I've never been able to get the stun lock myself.
Oh, too many Hyrule drivers.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, with those Ganon hugs, they're gonna take off 2 hearts with the blue ring.
Those add up quick.
Yep.
I'm a little iffy on my stun lock timing, but what I found is I'll usually hang out on the edges and let Ganon come to me.
Yeah. Now, of course, in some rooms, hanging out at the edges is something that you can't really do, like, for example, doing a Chevy room.
I didn't say I beat every seed, now did I? The fairy's close to 9, but I think Lady P is maybe going looking for the potion.
Yeah.
I think we found all the bonus caves, so it would be a hope to find the letter, which almost certainly is on Death Mountain at this point. Unless it's Power Bracelet locked.
Yep.
That would be unfortunate.
Yep. But it looks like, okay, so there's the raft in level 8 for Mad Bomber. So we know that that's not going to lead to anything particularly special. I mean, it could still lead to level 7 technically.
Yeah, so it looks like a little bit of technical issues on the side for LadyPrismillon, so we'll follow Mad Bomber's progress until we get an update.
Yep.
We never did see the second item out of 8. LadyPrismillon just found the raft.
Yeah.
And
here
here's
it
the
is.
magic key!
Fred.
Wow, what an item that would have been.
Yeah, that... At this, with this particular seed, yeah, finding that... And did,
So we do have LadyPrismillon back,
Yep.
and she goes on her exploration.
Now, I don't know if that was... I don't know if she saved and quit, or if that was a crash.
Everything looks right now. I think it was just an up and A.
Yep.
I think LadyPrismillion's looking for the letter. That's the only thing I can imagine taking you out.
Now, did the Lady P ever find that last take any spot?
That is something I don't make a habit of keeping count of, as Mad Bomber gets Triforce out of 8.
That's 4 for Mad Bomber. Now, if they wanted to make the right move, they would go back to level 1 right away. But
It would make
looking
so
for
much
that
sense
item.
when it's your last Triforce. It's ladder blocked and key blocked before. You've got those issues solved. It's the right time to go back to 1.
Yeah.
The only downside is how far away it is from where he is right now.
That is true.
Chad making a good point that actually even finding the letter doesn't have the money, but also if you have 10 rubies, you can get the money. There it is, the
And
letter.
there is the letter. So yeah, LadyPrismillon can, save up 10 rupees. They can, play the money-making game. But there might actually be a small secret hiding around here somewhere.
Yeah, a secret could make the difference as well. And if there is another bonus cave, because I don't know the count on that, there could still be a potion available from that. There it is!
There's a bonus cave. Do it. Do it.
Is Lady
You have a choice. Yeah, there we go. Because
Okay.
at that point in time, Lady P could, take that 10th heart container and have a shot at the magic sword. But with the
That would
combat
only
that
be the
we've seen at
minimum
level
change.
9, I don't think that would make much of a, do much.
Yeah, it would be the minimum chance. It would greatly reduce the number of hits you needed against Ganon, but the potion is far more of the difference maker at this point.
Yeah.
You also have the letter, though, as a backup plan, which isn't a bad idea.
I don't think we've actually seen the potion shop and how much everything costs. Did we or not?
Well, we couldn't have, because that's the first time we've seen the letter.
That's right. And here it looks like Mad Bomber is going to dig out level 5.
Chad asking if Lady saved. Probably so, because that preserves the potion if you did a retry.
Yeah. Continue and save preserves your items, but retry, basically resorts back to the last save.
So going to the ferry to get full health before going back into 9.
Yep.
Now should know exactly the path to Ganon. We definitely know where Zelda is. I think we've seen the room from at least 2 different sides, if not 3.
Right. So this is Lady P's game to lose.
Yeah, unfortunately just wrong direction again for Mad Bomber here in level 5. We know the bow is in 1. Bomber was there. Key blocked. Left. And has not gone back as of yet.
Yeah. That's the difficulty with all of these randomizer matches is, unless both of them are able to keep up, at exactly the same point, there's always going to be a route divergence. And, unless both of them make mistakes and converge at a single spot, one of them might be looking around for items and not knowing where it is, where the other one might have all the information and just be able to get on through. But that's what makes Randomizer so much fun. It's that you really just never know what's going to happen.
So Lady P entered level 9 for the first time at 42 minutes. This has been 24 minutes now of trying to get through it. Finally found the path to Ganon. Unfortunately, too many Hyrule drivers. Thought we were key blocked. Actually, still might have been. I'm not positive. Triforce and 5 from 9. Lady P looked to be key blocked to get to Ganon. Left to purchase the key. Came back. It wasn't the right path to Ganon. Had to continue to find the way. Finally did. And now, rooms away from getting back to Ganon.
Yep.
1 below here. Here we go. Round 2.
Fight.
Lady P tried to pick up Ganon in the middle last time. Comes to the bottom. Again, trying to pick up Ganon in the middle. Ganon's movement, if you've never seen it, there is a visible Ganon utility you can use to try and learn his movements. He can warp around a little bit, but if you understand he's generally moving in a figure 8 pattern, use the potion, use the potion, use the potion!
Use the potion!
That's unfortunate. So as I was attempting to say, Ganon kind of moves in a figure 8 pattern, and he fires the fireball from where he's moving from. So you can start to learn how he moves, and it becomes a lot easier to pick him up.
Yeah, until that point, Ganon moves in mysterious ways. Yeah, I've never been able to memorize the pattern properly.
That was
usually-
at least 4 hits, I think 5.
Yep.
Mad Bomber might give us a look at what's in 5.
Taking down this Gleeok for a key, which I don't know why I did that.
Well, I was gonna say maybe looking for Triforce, but no.
There you
looking
got the
for
Triforce
hearts.
out of 5.
Looking for the hearts, apparently.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna try and attempt to get the magic sword.
It is possible. Okay, here we go. Lady P versus Ganon, round 3.
With the potion equipped. Please don't use both potions.
I personally would have used one before walking in the room and then selected off of it to make sure I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'd rather pause, select, and do it manually than quick select. 2, 3, 4, ready to unlock, 5.
There we go.
Looks good. Oh, lost it, but got it back. The heat is on. Looking good. Got away, but low health. Got him.
There we go.
Down goes Ganon. Oh, I tell you, the up A makes me nervous just because I would not want to do it too fast. But it's
Yeah.
a quick path to Zelda from here. And we officially did see the Zelda room from all sides. And LadyPrismillon is our winner with a time of 110. LadyPrismillon often not able to join us for interviews, but will certainly pass along the invitation. Put up a great effort today. The routing went well, finding that bow in level 1, the silvers is the armless item early, then found the ladder. The seed was generous for finding the equipment needed. Mad Bomber still continuing to explore this 5. And we should have LadyPrismillon joining us soon. Mad Bomber pausing for a moment to say GG, and looks like he's going to go ahead and stop there, not knowing where the bow is. So our runners put on a battle to the end. Mad Bomber didn't quit until it was over, but just unfortunately not finding the right path through this seed. So chat, hope you'll follow both these runners, and LadyPrismillon, a good game to you. If we have you now, LadyPrismillon, what did you think about the Quicksilver arrows?
I thought, yeah, cool. So that I wouldn't have to buy the arrows later, in case of comas or anything. And it was half of the required items to kill Ganon, so it was nice.
The biggest difference in this seed proved to perhaps be a single key that led you to the bow in 1.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember when I picked the key first. I remember I bought one just in case because I felt I would miss some keys. And it was useful, but I don't remember if it was in level 1 exactly or somewhere else.
The bow was in level 1, and Mad Bomber was not able to find it in this one, so it really proved to be the difference.
Oh, wow. Well, I didn't realize it would be that big of a difference. It was just a feeling. Well, I don't have any keys. I may need some, so I just buy it just in case.
Mad Bomber, welcome. A good effort. It was in one.
Bow.
Yes.
Hello, Mad Bomber, GG.
GG, LadyPrismillon.
Well, I feel like I was very lucky on this seed. I made a few mistakes. Well, I first mislocated Ganon. I was sure it was in the room below the one I was in, and it was blocked by a key. So I went out of level 9 to buy one, and when I used it, it wasn't in the room I expected. So I had to turn around. And I really feared I would be in the same situation as my last race, where I just couldn't kill Ganon because I wasn't strong enough. Well, luckily I could kill it this time. Took me a few attempts.
So how do you feel about the tournament experience as a whole?
Well, I think it's great. I meet a lot of very nice persons. What can I say? I love this tournament. I participated last year too, and it was my first tournament. And I just trained a lot during all this year to be ready for this year's tournament. Well, I didn't win a lot of races, but it was all of them were fun.
Jiggly, any other questions for Lady P?
No, everything's okay here. It was a good match, and yeah, you know, that's a lot of these matches really come down to keys.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I guess it's bomb, and sometimes I guess it is. And sometimes you just don't get to find the silvers.
Yeah.
Depends. That's the unfairness and the charm of the randomizer, I think.
And you know what? Through it all the things, it doesn't, you know, when it comes to the tournament, it really doesn't matter who wins, who loses. It's the fact that, you know, you have such an entertaining game where, you know, all these different variables come together and, you know, create an interesting show. It's a whole other breed than, say, you know, the Up A tournament. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's for fun anyway. Fun first.
Well, I mean, different tournaments all have their different strengths and weaknesses and different feels, but yeah, especially the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament in general, it just seems to have all sorts of, you know, interesting. Plus, you know, with the Pentaforce tournament, you've got different strategies that you need to invoke in order to see if you can complete the seed. So yeah.
Mad Bomber, in your case, it was exploration of some different dungeons. Can you talk to us a little bit about your reasoning there?
I got everything I needed. That I was looking for the bow, and then that's the second time the bow's got me. It's just I knew it was getting late, so I started panicking a little bit. But once again, the bow evaded me.
Well, any other thoughts on your tournament experience this time around?
Oh, I had fun. I also joined the one last year and had a blast. This year I didn't get a lot of training time wise because of my work scheduling, but overall it's a fun thing to do and it's a challenge.
All right. Well, we thank you both for putting on a great show and wish you best of luck going forward.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you again to our restreamer and tracker, Wolfman, wearing so many hats at one time. I don't know how you keep it all on one head. And Jiggly, been a pleasure.
Yep, same here.
Thank you, everyone who joined us this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed